In this video I want to show you how to hold and position your ruler for when you're drawing lines on a page. Now it's important to know how to do this because, well, if you were learning to use a hammer to hammer in some nails, you'd want to know how to hold the hammer properly so you get things right. And it's exactly the same with the ruler and the pencil. So three things are important. One is how you put your hands on the ruler. The second is where you put the ruler on the page. And the third is where you put the pencil on the page. So let's start with how you're going to hold the ruler. You're going to hold the ruler by putting your fingers firmly on the ruler itself so that you can push down on it quite hard. If you hold it like this, then it might wibble while you're trying to draw. Okay, the next thing is when you actually come to drawing, you draw above the ruler on top so that you can then get a firm line, and I'm pushing into the ruler with the end of the pencil, not underneath, because then there's again a tendency for things to slip or for you to not draw it accurately. Okay. So then once we know where or how to hold the ruler, we need to know where to place it. If I was going to draw a straight line from there to there and I wanted to do it well, then I would get the ruler lined up just underneath the line on the page. And the reason I'm not going to do it on top like that is because otherwise I'll get a line in the wrong place. I need to have it just underneath so that when I put the pencil on the page, the pencil is in the right place. And it's worth taking the extra few seconds to get the ruler to line up with the lines on the page. If I do it slightly like this, again I'll get a wonky line. So let's do a good version. Slowly, steady, and then stop. That line is on one of the lines on the page. It's very accurate, it's very neat. If I tried doing the same but did the poor version by not putting the ruler in the right place, then I would get something like that. Now that might not look very different to you, but to me I can see that the line that I've just drawn is not neatly on the line of the page. Okay. Now you're not always going to have the luxury of being able to draw on the lines of the page. Sometimes you might need to draw a line that goes across the lines on the page, like from there to there. The important thing to remember every time is to spend a few seconds getting the ruler in position perfectly before you start drawing. Okay, there we go. Done. If you try and rush things and you don't get the ruler in the right place, this is particularly important when it's not using the lines of the page, you end up completely missing where you were trying to get the line to. So just take that time to get the lines in the right place. So we looked at how to hold the ruler. You put your fingers on top, pushing down. You use the pencil above the ruler to draw. We looked at where you're going to position the ruler just below the line, and then how to line up the pencil on the line of the page. Okay, thanks for watching, bye.